Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. This is your number one destination for World Cup 2026 match breakdowns and highlights. So hit that subscribe button right now and let's get straight into it, because we have just witnessed one of the greatest World Cup comeback stories of all time. Argentina beat Egypt 3-2 in the most dramatic, heart-stopping, and utterly extraordinary round of 16 clash at Atlanta Stadium. Coming back from 2 goals down, with just 11 minutes remaining to score 3 goals and advance to the quarterfinals in the most incredible fashion. This match will go down in World Cup history forever. It was the 3,000th goal in the history of the FIFA World Cup that settled it. Lionel Messi was the hero, and Argentina have once again shown why they are the defending world champions. This was not just a football match. This was one of the greatest sporting comebacks any of us will ever see in our lifetimes. The stage was set for an absolutely epic encounter from the very first whistle. Lionel Messi versus Mohamed Salah, the defending world champions Argentina against Egypt, who had made history by reaching the round of 16 for the very first time, and a match that had giant killer written all over it from the moment the draw was made. Egypt struck first and absolutely stunned Argentina in the 15th minute. Marwan Ataya played the corner short and delivered a perfect ball into the box where Yasser Ibrahim rose brilliantly and headed powerfully into the net. And for the first time at this entire World Cup, Argentina found themselves behind. The defending champions were rocked. The Egypt fans inside Atlanta Stadium were going absolutely wild. And then came the moment that seemed to spell doom for Argentina. A penalty was awarded and Lionel Messi stepped up, only for the magnificent Mostafa Shoubir to read the greatest player of all time perfectly and produce a stunning save that kept Egypt ahead. Messi had also had a penalty saved by Shoubir in the round of 32 against Australia, making the Egyptian goalkeeper one of only 3 goalkeepers this century to save 2 penalties in a single World Cup tournament. At halftime, Argentina were 1-0 down. Messi had missed a penalty, and the entire football world was asking, could Egypt pull off the greatest upset in World Cup history? The second half began with Argentina desperately searching for the equalizer, but Egypt were defending with incredible discipline and organization. And then Mostafa Zico had what seemed like an insurance goal ruled out by VAR for an earlier foul on Lisandro Martinez. A huge and controversial moment that could have completely changed the course of this match. But Egypt were not to be denied their second goal. Zico got his name on the scoresheet in the 67th minute after brilliant work from Hassam Hassan on the right wing. And suddenly Egypt were 2-0 up with just 23 minutes remaining, and Argentina's World Cup looked to be over. The Argentina bench was in panic. Scaloni made urgent substitutions, and the entire watching world assumed Egypt were on the verge of the greatest upset in recent World Cup history. But then, with 11 minutes left on the clock, something magical happened. Messi whipped in a perfect cross from the left, and Christian Romero flung himself at the ball and headed powerfully into the net. 2-1, Argentina alive, and the comeback had begun. For minutes later, in the most beautiful and iconic moment of this entire World Cup, chaos erupted inside the penalty area. The ball fell to Lionel Messi, and the greatest player of all time rifled a blistering first-time strike into the bottom corner to level the scores at 2-2. Messi was lifted by his teammates in scenes of pure, uncontrollable joy and emotion. And you could see on his face exactly what this goal meant to him, to Argentina, and to football itself. But the story was not finished. In the second minute of stoppage time, Lautaro Martinez combined brilliantly with Enzo Fernandez on a lightning-fast counterattack, and Fernandez buried his header into the far corner to send Argentina into the quarterfinals with what Al Jazeera confirmed was the 3,000th goal in the history of the FIFA World Cup. What an extraordinary and historic way to score the most famous goal in decades. Egypt's players were absolutely devastated. Shoubir had been magnificent, Ibrahim and Zico had delivered, but Argentina are champions for a reason, and Messi is the greatest of all time for a reason. Argentina now face Switzerland or Colombia in the quarterfinals in Kansas City. And after a comeback like this, you would not bet against them going all the way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, share this video with all your football-loving friends, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our World Cup content. I will see you in the next one. Let's go.